Hello friends, welcome to Power Electronics lecture series. Today we will discuss about the step down chopper with RL load. So up till now we have seen the basic operation of chopper, its circuit diagram, its operation and waveform. So we have seen the step down chopper with R load yesterday and some voltage control techniques in the chopper, that is frequency control, depends on the frequency control. Those are PWM, that is pulse width modulation control, or one can say constant frequency control, and the second one is variable frequency control. Also we have seen one basic diagram of step down chopper with R load and how we are getting output voltage which has less value as compared to input voltage. So chopper has input, that is DC voltage, and we are getting less output voltage as compared to input voltage. So those choppers are called step down chopper. So now we will discuss about step down chopper with RL load. So due to this RL load, there will be some waveform changes at the output in the current side. So output current may varies due to this inductor which is connected in series with the resistor. So we will see the operation of this chopper after connecting RL type of load at the output. So let's discuss this. So the following figure shows the step down chopper with RL load and freewheeling diode. So we can see there is RLE load. E is also battery provided at the output DC source. So in this type of chopper there is a freewheeling diode is connected. When chopper is on, that is switch is on, the switch is shown by this chopper which is nothing but the SCR. When chopper is off, okay wait, when chopper is on, the supply is connected across the load and the current flows from the supply to the load. When chopper is off, the load current IO continues to flow in the same direction through the freewheeling diode due to energy stored in the inductor L. The load current can be continuous or discontinuous depending on the values of inductor L and the duty cycle D. For continuous current operation, the load current is assumed to vary between two limits, that is output current I minimum and the I maximum. So this is very basic step down chopper circuit with RL load, and freewheeling diode is connected, we can see from this circuit diagram. So from the operation, the DC voltage is provided at the input side and the load is connected is of RLE type, and the output voltage is taken across this load. The freewheeling diode is connected and the chopper switch is provided which is used to turn on and turn off the whole circuit. So what will happen when this switch is turned on or the SCR is turned on, or we can say chopper is turned on, the DC voltage which is given at the input side will appears across the output side, that is across the RLE load. So the complete voltage will appears across the output side, but when chopper is off, the load current, that is IO, which will be continue to flow in the same direction, and it will flow from load to the freewheeling diode because of this energy is stored due to inductor L. So due to this inductor, it stores energy in the form of electromagnetic field, and it will, due to this freewheeling diode, the energy stored in the inductor will be discharged through this freewheeling diode. That means the current IO, which is continuous to flow in the forward direction, will be passed through this freewheeling diode. due to what? Due to this inductor L. So this load current can be continuous or discontinuous depending upon the value of L and the duty cycle D. So depending upon the chopping period, or we can say turn on period of the circuit, of the switch, which is nothing but the chopper, and the inductor value, these two parameters will decide the output current will be continuous or discontinuous. So please remember, the duty cycle D and the inductor value will decide the type of current at the output. That means it may be a continuous or discontinuous. For the continuous current operation, the load current is assumed to vary between limits, that is minimum current to maximum current. So it will be more clear from the waveforms. So let's move to step down chopper with RL load with its waveform. So these are the waveforms of step down chopper. At the load side, RL load is connected. So the first waveform shows the output voltage V0. So during T on period, that is when chopper is off or the SCR is, when the chopper is on the, or the SCR is on, the load is subjected to the input voltage, that is VDC. That means the voltage, output voltage will appear across the load. So during T off period, there will be no output voltage across the load. So we can see from the first waveform, there will be output voltage denoted by capital V when T on is there, that means chopper is on, and during T off there will be no output voltage across the load. So again we are turning on the SCR or the chopper, we are getting output voltage. So we can see this clearly with first waveform, and the T on plus T off is nothing but the complete time period capital T, which is shown in this waveform. So second waveform shows the continuous current waveform, and it is of output current across the load. So the current, output current which is flowing through the output load, which is shown in this waveform, this is of continuous current. As one can see, it is varying between I minimum to I maximum, that is minimum current to maximum current. The behavior of this current can be seen clearly, that as soon as T on is provided, that is chopper is on, the SCR is triggered, we are getting voltage across the output. So as soon as there is T on period, the current is rises from I minimum to I maximum. So at point I maximum, the SCR will be turned off or the chopper will be turned off. So at that point, the current will decrease to I minimum. So again we are turning on the SCR or we are turning on the chopper, the current will rise again to I maximum. So in this way, as we turn on and turn off the chopper, the current will be rise first to I maximum from point I minimum, and after turning off the chopper, current will decrease to I minimum, and again it will be rise to I maximum for on period. So this is type of continuous current. Why it is continuous? Because of there will be no zero in the output current, or we can say output current does not decays to zero up to zero limit, but it only varies between I maximum to I minimum. So the third waveform shows the discontinuous type of current, discontinuous type of output current. So again third waveform is showing the output current waveform. So in this waveform, the current rises from point 0 when T on is provided, when the chopper is on, current is rises from point 0 to up to certain point, that is maximum point. So at that point we are turning off the SCR. So due to turning off the SCR, the output current will decays to 0 at the point which is shown in this waveform. Again we are turning on the chopper, so this current rises to its maximum value. But if you watch clearly, the difference between waveform second and the waveform third, in the waveform second the output current is varying between 2 points, that is I minimum to I maximum. But in the case of third waveform, the output current rises from 0 to certain maximum value and it decays to 0 and again it is rises from that 0 point. So it is type of discontinuous current nature. So in this way the output current can be decided whether it will be continuous current or discontinuous current, and this can be decided only adjusting T on and T off and the value of inductor. So this current is totally depend upon the duty cycle of the chopper and the value of load inductor or the inductor provided at the load. So we will move forward. So one can see one line, when the current exceeds I max, the chopper is turned off and it's turned on when the current is to I minimum. So this is behavior for the continuous type of current. So we will move forward for the another type of chopper, that is step up chopper. So this is the basic circuit diagram for step up chopper. As we know, the input side and output side we are getting only DC voltage because chopper is DC to DC converter. So in this case also we are giving input as a DC voltage and the DC output can be taken from the output. But in the case of step up chopper, the output voltage VO is greater than the input voltage. So how this happen? We will see by studying this principle of circuit or principal operation of this circuit. So we can see in the circuit diagram there is input DC voltage denoted by capital V. This source of DC voltage can be taken from the battery or other type of DC source. Inductor L is provided in series with this load, in series with this source. Chopper is connected. Capital D, that is diode, is connected and C is parallel with the output load. So this is basic circuit diagram for the principal step up chopper circuit diagram. So we can see from the description, the above figure shows the step up chopper to obtain load voltage VO higher than the input voltage V. So in this case the output voltage will be higher than the input voltage. Both are DC voltages. The values of L and C are chosen depend upon the requirement of output voltage and the current. When the chopper is on, the inductor L connected across the supply, the inductor current rises and the inductor stores energy during on time and of the chopper, that is T on. When the chopper is off, inductor current I forced to flow through diode and load for the period T off. So the current tends to decrease, resulting in reversing in the polarity of induced EMF in inductor. Therefore the voltage across the load is given by VO is equal to V plus L di by dt. That means output voltage is greater than input voltage. So the operation is very simple. So as soon as there is a chopper is on, that means during T on period, the inductor L across the supply is connected across the supply, which will store the energy, okay, and the inductor current I rises. So as soon as we turning on the chopper, inductor stores energy to its capacity, that is nothing but the inductance, and the inductor current rises to particular value. This will happens in the T on period. But when the chopper is off, the inductor current I forced to flow through diode. So the energy stored in the inductor or the current inductor current is forced to flow through this diode and towards the load for the T off period. So the current tends to decrease, resulting in reversing in polarity of induced EMF L. So total voltage across the output, that is VO, is nothing but the summation of input DC voltage and the energy stored in the inductor. So one can see from this formula, that is output voltage VO is nothing but the summation of input voltage, that is VDC, plus L di by dt, the change in inductor current, plus into inductance value. So the total output voltage we are getting at the output side, which will be higher than the input voltage, that is VO is greater than the V. If the large capacitor C is connected across the load, which is connected in the circuit diagram, we can see there is a capacitor which is connected across the load. Then the capacitor will provide a continuous output voltage VO. The diode D prevents any current flow from the capacitor to the source. Step-up choppers are used for regenerative braking of DC motor. There are also very wide applications of step-up motor, that is battery operated vehicles, and where the output voltage is required, more output voltage is required as compared to input voltage. So it has enormous application in power electronics or in electrical and electronics machineries. So if you, I think you are got, you got this complete operation or the working principle of this step up chopper. Please remember, at the output side we are getting higher value of input voltage, and this output voltage which totally depend upon the duty cycle and the inductor L. Also it is depend upon the capacitor which has large value, which is connected across the load. So this is basic principle of operation of step up chopper. So we will quickly move to the basic formulas of the step up chopper, that is expression for output voltage during on period and off period. So assume the average inductor current to be I during on and off time of chopper. So when chopper is on, voltage across the inductor, that is L is equal to V. Therefore the energy stored in the inductor will be Vi into T on, that is multiplication of input voltage DC, the current in the inductor, and the T on period. So T on is equal to on period of chopper. So when chopper is off, that is energy supplied by the inductor to the load, the voltage across inductor L is nothing but the output voltage minus minus input voltage, that is VO minus V. So energy supplied by inductor L is equal to VO minus V into I into T off, where T off is equal to off period of chopper. Therefore, if you see the expressions, the total output voltage we are getting, that is VO is equal to V into T upon T minus T on, where T is the time period or chopping period of switching, which has a formula, that is summation of T on plus T off. So if we put these values in our equation, that is VO will be equal to V into 1 upon 1 minus T on upon T, which is nothing but the duty cycle. So we have given that is small d, that is therefore VO is equal to V into 1 upon 1 minus D. where D is the duty cycle and has the formula T on upon T. So for variation of duty cycle D in the range of 0 to 1, that is 0 less than D less than 1, the output voltage VO will vary in the range of V less than output voltage VO is less than infinity. So these are the basic formulas of the step up chopper for the output voltage, and which is totally depend upon the inductance value and the duty cycle. Please remember this formula: output voltage is equal to V into 1 upon 1 minus D, where D is the duty cycle. So this is all regarding with step down chopper, its basic formulas, its circuit diagram, and its working principle, that is how we are getting step up DC at the output, and which has a higher value as compared to input DC voltage. So in the next video lecture I will tell you some other types of chopper circuit, that is class A, class B and class C chopper circuit. So thank you for this.